Well, here we are in January of 2018, January 10th, and I'm on Tesla's website, and I'm here to make a video, as you probably saw in the title, that the Tesla Model 3 is simply not worth buying. And let me give that a caveat. It's not worth buying at this time. And I'm going to explain to you why in a little bit while scrolling through this information on the Tesla website. You can see right here only the long range battery is available right now. At least it has been. And at some point in 2018, at some point, if these are met, you'll have all-wheel drive. You'll have standard battery, which is lower pricing, and right-hand drive if you're out of the country, out of the United States anyway. But here's why. Of course, the timing is one issue. That's, if you can wait, it's fine. The acceleration, it's faster on the Model S than on the 3. But of course, we know that these figures here for the Model 3 are actually inflated. They were actually the acceleration numbers are below that. It's less than 5 seconds, almost with a certainty. They're just doing this for marketing purposes. And then the range, you got greater range apparently on the Model S. That's also not true. The Tesla asked the EPA to reduce their mileage range on the Model 3, and it was. And I've got a video on that if you search my channel. And then here's the biggest reason why you don't want to buy a Model 3. Basically because you're going to have to pay for supercharging. So if if you use my referral code, I got lots of videos on that, you can get free on S or X. So you have to pay for supercharging, which means that you're on a paid model, and you basically are paying a gigantic premium for a vehicle that has the capability of long distance driving, yet you're going to have to pay for each time you go. So if you do a lot of long distance driving, this is not the vehicle for you. Plus it's smaller than the S, as we'll see. But if you do long distance driving, I do think it's still a good time to buy an S or an X, as long as you can get in onto the free unlimited supercharging, which is why I did. Good time to buy S or X, and they're all-wheel drive too, which is more capable. And most of them have air suspensions, which is not even available on Model 3. That's a whole other story. So, seating, 5 adults. Here's the big difference between the Model S and the Model 3. Very small trunk, half the size. So that's where the big difference is. Digital displays, you've got 2 of them. You got 1 in the Model 3. It is a little faster, but it also is going to slow down dramatically when you've got the full autonomous driving, if you ever utilize that in the Model 3, which it's designed to be that. Model 3 is designed from day one to be full autonomous, whereas S and X only since 2016 in October are you able to even do that. But still, they've got 2 computers over here, so that should be more reliable overall. Safety, we don't know how Model 3 will be rated, so we can't comment on that. But here's the other big thing, is the warranty. Again, the problem here is that, obviously Elon Musk and Tesla have set up this Model 3 to not really be a long distance driver, not much anyway, over the life of the car, because they limit the battery warranty to either 100,000 or 120,000 miles. This same battery warranty on the S and X, which also, by the way, includes the driveline, and I think actually Model 3 is now including the driveline as well, but that's irrelevant because the Model S and X battery warranty is unlimited mileage over that 8-year period. So you can drive an unlimited amount of highway miles on S and X for no cost whatsoever. But that same type of driving may end up making the Model 3, if you do a lot of long distance driving, just as expensive a car as the S or the X. And right now, at least, there's no other benefit to owning the Model 3. I don't know about charging rates. That may be in the future. They may increase charging rates on some of these batteries. And of course, Model 3 uses a different cell than S and X, which may or may not be more capable. We just don't know right now. So basically, I guess what I'm saying here is Model 3 is a great car. It's a great car for long distance driving. Unfortunately, it's not set up for long distance driving because of the way that Tesla has marketed it with paid per use supercharging and the very low mileage battery warranty compared to S and X. So the only other reason you may want to get a Model 3, at least at this point in time, is because you can have full autonomous driving at the time when they'll release it. However, why would you want to get involved in a car that can do full autonomous when the warranty is significantly lower in terms of mileage So even if you do a lot of driving and full autonomous, a lot of mileage, it's going to go run your warranty out. You're going to end up paying for more batteries. You're going to end up paying for supercharging. It just doesn't make sense because in the future, when vehicles actually are running at full autonomous, which hopefully will be another year or so at the most, we're hoping, you will be able to get a much less expensive car than the $50,000 Model 3 that's being sold right now. So it doesn't make sense to buy it right now. Does that make sense to everybody? I'd like to hear your comments. So please write me some comments. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you like this video, if you agree or disagree with what I'm saying. But I think Model 3 is a great car, fantastic car. Unfortunately, right now it's just not worth buying. So it's fine that there's really not much in the supply of Model 3s available. That's all good. But in the near future, I'd say when the Model 3 price is down at 35, you can actually get one for 35. You can get one that's full self-driving. It will be a much better case for buying a Model 3 at that point. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in terms of the warranty of these battery packs. I don't know what's going to happen in terms of supercharging, paid per use, or free unlimited. And that really is an economic thing. It's a numbers thing here. And that's what's really going to determine when it's going to make sense to buy this Model 3. Right now, in my opinion, if you're doing long distance driving, that's what Teslas are about, long distance driving, in addition to full autonomy. But like I said, forget full autonomy now in the Model 3. Not worth it in the Model 3. Full autonomy, fine, in Model S and X. Don't even buy an S and X for that matter if it doesn't have full autonomy, if you ask me, unless you just want a Tesla. Because in the future, you're going to be using that all the time. But I would say, go for S and X now and wait on Model 3, and of course Model Y will be out and the cost will be a lot less. And let's see what happens with the supercharging model, because Tesla may bring it back, they may take it away, the free supercharging, but for now, use my referral code, of course, and the warranty may change too, and the charging, that's the other big factor. The max charging rate, input charging rate of these batteries may change, because as you know, on S and X, you can do up to 120 kilowatts on the supercharger system, and also on 3 up to 120 kilowatts in the supercharging system. But at some point, Tesla's already said they're going to triple the rate of those charging stations, superchargers. So which battery will be able to use it? Both S and X or 3 or just one? We don't know. If you know, write me in the comments. I'd love to hear all your comments on this stuff, and I will respond. Thanks for watching, and thanks so much for commenting, and I look forward to finding out what's going on with this and your opinion on the matter.